Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our CGT Week 9 battle against JV and his Atlanta Victinis. This is a pretty intense game. Now, not because we can make playoffs. Unfortunately, our season was over a couple weeks ago. We got eliminated from playoff contention, but if you don't know, and if you haven't been keeping up with Kurt's run, he needs us this week. Not only does he have to win his game, he either has to have me or Mount win their game. And we're going into this game sweating, because not only do I want to go out of the generation on a good note, obviously not having a great season here, I'd like to end things off on a positive note going into the next gen, hopefully doing well there, but I want to send my boy into playoffs, because if Kurt wins the championship, that's a Team Hamburger championship and a Goons championship, and if you add those two things together, it's basically a championship for me. So I'm living vicariously through Kurt, and I want him to make playoffs. So therefore, we are going to be grinding this game. I ran a bunch of mocks this week. I have a pretty brutal matchup. I lost a lot of times, and it leads to a lot of weird prep here for specific things that I'm scared of, but I think we got the squad to do it. If you guys do enjoy this last battle, the CGT, be sure to drop a like as well as subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 2,000. I'd really appreciate it. We're really close to 1.2k, in fact. If you guys can get me there today, it would be a great way to close off the gen. And also drop a comment as well. If you sub in your comment, if you comment in your subs, you're entered into a chance to win a copy of Scarlet or Violet before the games come, or when the games come out. Alright, with that being said, let's jump into it. I am going to do a quick little team builder just so you can see what we're bringing while we're bringing it, so you have that background knowledge and context going into the battle. There's a timestamp on the screen as well as in the description below on when the battle starts if you want to jump ahead to that. Now, really quick before I do it, a little bit different than usual, is unfortunately I did my team builder slides and completely forgot to put Jay's team at the bottom, JV's. He is not Gray, who we played last week. So I am going to show you his team real quick. Right here, I popped it up. The matchup graphic. You can see our team. It consists of Mew, Dragonite, Thundy, Toxapex, Blacephalon, Crocodile, Klefki, Lucario, Audino, Appleton, and Shuckle. While our opponent's team consists of Lele, Urshifu Rapid, the Lycanroc Dusk, Milotic, the Noivern, Venusaur, Drapion, Torkoal, Vikavolt, Mudsdale, Porygon, and Karkle. A ton of Pokemon, and a ton of threats. I'm sorry I didn't go back and redo the slides, by the way. I do not have the motivation to do that at this point in the generation. It's just not happening. Biggest threats to me, Lele. Lele rips me. So originally I was really scared of like Choice Scarf or Specs Lele just kind of ripping through me, which those are still big threats to me. But then I kept running into like Calm Mind Lele's in mocks, and I just kept getting demolished by them. So you're gonna see my prep is kind of specific for that. At least my Klefki, or my Klefki is, but my Lele check and Klefki is. Urshifu Rapid isn't necessarily scary on its own offensively between Dragonite, Toxapex, and the threat of like defensive Mew, Appleton. But what Urshifu Rapid does do is it gets very free U-turns and gets in threats like Lele, like the Venusaur if Sun comes, and like the Lycanroc. And speaking of Lycanroc, Lycanroc is a big issue as well. I don't switch into Rock plus Psychic Fangs or Drill Run. Drill Run is probably a better neutral bring into my team at all. It absolutely does me dirty, especially with the team that I'm bringing. It's very, very tough for me to take on Lycanroc Dusk here in this matchup. Milotic can be very annoying defensively, but we're bringing a pretty fat team that Milotic's going to kind of struggle to really do much against with what we have. Noivern can also be pretty annoying in the sense that my switch-in is Klefki, and if Klefki gets chipped, I'm kind of screwed for Lele. Venusaur is a big threat. I'm really expecting Sun this week. I think Sun plus Lele and Lycanroc just absolutely overwhelm me. If I was JV in this matchup, I would go super hyper offensive and try and overwhelm me. And then things like the Drapion are kind of annoying. Might come because of Mew, but honestly not expecting it too much. Torkoal comes if Sun comes. If not, it doesn't come because it's not very good here in general. And then Vikavolt is also very, very annoying as well. So, yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it. We can talk about our first member in Mew. This is going to be our dedicated lead. We are Psychic, Earth Power, Overheat, and Roost with an Eject pack. Very, very interesting set. And the way I kind of see things going down is I lead this thing. If Sun comes out, it's a perfect lead because we see like a lead Torkoal. I get off a big Earth Power into something like a potential Drapion coming in. And if something else wants to come in on a middle ground like a Lele, I can immediately Overheat and pop out of there and get out of there really easy, which is awesome. I don't know if Milotic might be the check to it. I don't know. But regardless, we'll be able to kind of scout that from turn 1 with an Earth Power, not click it. Or another thing that can happen is we see like a Vikavolt lead, and if it's offensive, we knock it out with an Overheat. We knock out Vikavolt with an Overheat in the Sun as well, if it's max HP, which is awesome. If not, we get off a big Overheat and get off some good momentum. And then from there, Mew's just solid offensively throughout the game, so I'm really hoping it can put in some work early on, break a little bit, and put us in a good position going forward. Then we have our Fizz-Def Toxapex. This is going to be our catch-all check to not only the Urshifu, but especially the Lycanroc Dusk. It's really my only somewhat pivot into it, and we kind of have to hope he doesn't predict us and click the right move. If he does, we're kind of in a tough spot, but if not, we're doing okay. We're Sludge Wave on this set in case he wants to be like a sub-bulk up Urshifu. Sludge Bomb is pretty easy for him to EV to avoid a sub being broken, but he loses a ton of either speed or offenses if he goes enough for Sludge Wave to never break, which is why we are Sludge Wave. And we have different ways of poisoning things, so I'm not super worried about like Sludge Bomb not being able to not having Sludge Bomb to be able to poison things and stuff like that, which is obviously very nice. So yeah, it's just a catch-all physical check to his physical threats like the Lycanroc and the Urshifu, and it can haze them in case they want to try and set up in our face and all that good stuff, doing what Pex does best. Next up, we have a Choice Scarf Blacephalon. If you look at his team, outside of the Milotic, he does not have a switch into Blacephalon, especially if he decides to bring Sun. Now, he can bring the Porygon as well, but I think Porygon is just really bad into my team. I really, really don't expect it at all. I feel like it's very exploitable. There's tons of knock on my team. And tons of ways of just really exploiting it offensively. So I think his check will definitely be like maybe a Spadef Milotic. And I don't think Flame Orb should come here either, just because it gets so whittled down so fast against my team. So I'm going to assume that he's probably Spadef Milo to take this on, but we do have Spike support and ways of pressuring Milo, and if we can do so, honestly, our Blacephalon is a great win con in the endgame to potentially be able to take it on, which is awesome. Next up, we have our Klefki rocking out with the Chesto Berry, Flash Cannon, Toxic Spikes, not Toxic Spikes. I almost like tricked myself there. And Rest with a Chesto Berry. We are actually also the Magician ability. The reason we are not Prankster on this set isn't because I actually want to steal items after I get my Chesto Berry eaten, which is definitely something that can happen. But it was because I kept running into instances where Lele would just Calm Mind up in my face and beat me. Whereas if I'm Magician, I can eat those hits and get a Toxic off under the Psychic Terrain and really whittle that thing down and hopefully do some work from there, which I think is really, really nice. We are still Resto Chester to try and get up nice and healthy. We can Spike up, and then we have Flash Cannon just for some kind of damaging move, consistent damage into things like Lele and Noivern and Lycanroc Dusk if it wants to come in. No Gleam is a bit unfortunate. Well, I did feel like that Flash Cannon was a little bit more splashable on the team. Next up, we have a Spadef D-Knight here with Air Slash, Toxic, Heal Bell, and Roost. Very, very fat Pokemon. It is here to check the Venusaur if it ends up coming. We're Heal Bell in case we get poisoned or the rest of our team gets poisoned, or if our Klefki pops its Chesto and needs to rest again, we can always Heal Bell that off, which is awesome. And it's really just to kind of mitigate status on our Dragonite if it ends up getting Toxic by things like Milotic. We can 1v1 Milotic very, very easy with a set like this, as long as it's not Flame Orb. And again, I really don't think Flame Orb is very good into my team, so I'm kind of soul rating there and hoping my D-Knight can bully that thing down, which is Air Splash plus Toxic, and then Heal Bell for its Toxics, and just roosting off any damage that Ice Beam might ever do. It does, like, even without multi-scale, it does, like, barely 40%, so we absolutely chew even crits from Milotic with this Max Spadef D-Knight, and it's going to be a big nuisance for his team, so hopefully it puts in some good work. And then, lastly, we have another win con in our Thundy, rocking out with Thunderbolt, Psychic Agility, and Grass Knot. Pretty offensive set this week, but if you look at his team, he really does not appreciate this Pokemon. Thunderbolt, 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 Psychic, Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt. Kind of walls us in the Vikavolt, but I think we can chip that thing down well, especially with our Mew. Grass Knot, don't think you're good, and you're a Carkol. So, like, in the grand scheme of things, it actually does very, very well offensively. I kind of wish I could have fit Sludge Wave as a way to hit Lele, but I figured that having Grass Knot plus Psychic was important for the two things that might actually be able to switch in and resist us. Maybe I could have foregone Psychic, but again, I feel like it was pretty necessary coverage. But yeah, that is going to be the team. I'll be right back with the battle. Alrighty, guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with JV, and I am as motivated as ever, ladies and gentlemen. We, what do we not see? We see a Noivern, which I did not see very much in mocks at all. But we do see Vikavolt. We see Laylizzle. We see Milotic. We do see Lycanroc. Lycanroc Dusk, which isn't good. We see an Urshifufafu. And I'm really hoping it's like some cheesy bulk upset, because that means it's not U-turn, which means it doesn't get into Lele, which means I don't lose immediately. And then we see a Noivern. Alright, our plan. Oh, there's no Drapion. That's cool. Psychic's super free then. We could be pretty strong with this guy. I am going to lead Mew, because like offensive Vikavolts are kind of scary, and I can nuke it with Overheat, I'm pretty sure. Do I kill with that? Let's check. Yes, I do. I guaranteed kill offensive Vikavolt with Overheat. If not, then I get a fat Overheat off, and I can go ahead and Overheat out into something like Thundurus, which is cool. Or into Dragonite and get off a Toxic while threatening it out. I kind of am regretting not going with Defog D-Knight, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can eliminate the Lycanroc early and set up an endgame with Thundurus, because Thundurus looks incredible this game. Like, very, very good. I think maybe I should Defog Thundy. But we'll be able to, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But good luck, have fun to JV. We see a Lycanroc. I'm attacking it, and you can't stop me. Do I kill? I know he doesn't kill me. Lycanroc Dusk, get level 50. I don't kill, but if he's Life Orb, he dies to 2 more Life Orb hits, which is very, very valuable to your hero. He's gonna withdraw. He goes into Noivern, which is interesting. I think I'm just gonna Psychic. Yeah, we'll just Psychic. Super Fang, so he's like a fatter Noivern. Interesting for sure. I'm gonna try and Roost here. Maybe I should have calculated and see if I died. Hurricane, miss. I think I died. That wasn't very smart. Live, live. No confusion. Okay. And there we go. And now where do I want to go? I could go Klefki. But if he taunts here, I'm in kind of a bad spot. I don't think he goes for another Hurricane. I'll be 100% honest with you. Like, I really don't think he does. Part of me just wants to... I can either Roost as he Super Fangs, or get out with an Overheat, or just Psychic again. And I'm trying to think of what my best positioning really is. I feel like an honest to God might be Overheat. I think I'm going to do that. I think he taunts. Super Fang. Did not think that was the play. That doesn't make much sense, because I just roosted that off, but whatever. Great. Lucky as fuck. Very, very lucky. But what can you do? We are playing Pokemon. Yeah, we have to go Klefki. Hurricane miss. Could have roosted, whatever. From here, I think a Toxic is valuable because it catches a Lele coming in. Or a Milotic coming in, so it doesn't get a Flame Orb if it's Flame Orb. I'd rather poison it. And, yeah, if Vikavolt comes in, I think I go hard Mew and just Overheat. Miss. Toxic. Okay. He's Toxic, Super Fang, Hurricane. Or not Toxic, I'm Toxic. We're Spadaf, we love a Flamethrower from this thing for sure. See, I feel like I have to rest, which is unfortunate, but we're gonna have to pop it early. He's going to Roost. And I can always rest and heal though with my Dragonite. So he's Super Fang, Hurricane, Roost. Okay. No way he's defog, right? I mean, even if he's defog, he doesn't beat me. You know what I mean? So we're gonna rest. I'm gonna steal his item. I don't know how that works, to be honest. I'm only magician, not to steal items, but to not be, like, laid. Super fine. Let me see. Spike. The spikes are nice. And then from here, do I go D-Knight? Now what I can do is I can rest and then go hard D-Knight. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Defog. This set sucks. Why? It doesn't, like, beat my spiking either. Especially because, like, you're not taunt, but whatever. From here, we'll go D-Nizzy, and we can heal Bell. Where's D-Knight? There it is. So no spikes are up. He's defog. I just did not think defog would come. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know? I don't know. No withdrawal. Deliverance low, which is nice. Aerial. That's pretty bad. I think I actually have to toxic this thing with my D-Knight. But I can always get back in and boost later. So we're gonna toxic. If he's CM, that's fine. Like if he CM's here, because then I can heal Bell the next turn. I'm like max with FD Knight. I'll live this hit. I thought that might have been my loaded. So we have to toxic here. Like this thing just 6-0s if it's Calm Mind right now. Especially with our Klefki asleep. So, that's what we gotta do. That is what we have to do. He's no withdrawal. What do we get into? A low thick. That's perfect. I will take it. Oh my god! You are so lucky! What's happening? Gotta be kidding me, dude. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. So, what? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He flip turns, it's fine. Fuck me, dude. Like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, that's annoying. So, the Milotic is now chipped in, or now, burned. Okay. I mean, we always go Hexaruski here. Yeah, we always go Pex. Our Pex always beats the Noivern now that it's poisoned and it's not taunt. So that's also good to know. U-turn. Any pads? Nope. So, Lele coming back in is unfortunate, but I can always go skis now, which is nice, because I'm awake. Boop, 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 boop. Do I die to a Psychic Feigns in terrain? From this Lycanizzy. Or Lycan... if it's Choice Band, it looks like it's in my favor to live. But... oh, I wish he wasn't defogged. This spike would have been just massacring him right now. But it's okay. Okay. keys. Psychic. Perfect. That does nothing. The weirdness has disappeared from the battlefield as well. I'm just going to spike. I don't think you ever stay in. We're going to try and get up at least a spike. A spike is super clutch for me. I low tick. That's fine. Loading comes in. Now, do I want to go Thundy? I think I am going to go Thundy. And just off a Thunderbolt. There's, like, not much of a switch in. Scald. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to double into Blaze. Yeah, I think I'm going to make the double into Blaze, expecting Vikavolt to come in. Because it stops the webs from going up, which is really clutch. And then I can just Shadow Ball for free. There's no Shadow Ball resist on this team. And my Lodic is Flame Orb, Burned, Spike is up. So that seems super free to me. We're going to switch. Which obviously we're faster, so it doesn't see if he stays in. I doubt you stay in. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. So we do get the double correct. Booming. I mean, I'm just going to Shadow Ball. He's gonna take Toxic. Wyvern. Offensive. And we will just Shadow Ball. I mean, like, max HP might be able to live. But, like, I don't think so. He'd actually have to be really bulky to live this Shadow Ball. Part of me wants to be a demon and stay in Shadow Ball the Lycanroc, not expecting him to a Cell Rock. But I just don't think I can make that play right now, you know? But Shadow Ball looks just so free right now. So free right now. We are going to Shadow Ball. Do we kill this Noivern? We should. Perfect. No more Defog. My Spike is here. The fact that he's Defog lets me know that he's probably not Web Spika. Right? I really don't think he is. Now, if this Lycanroc SDs, do I lose? And do I live any non-band hit? Is the question. I don't think I do. No. I do not be living. So I'm going to make the Toxapex play. Into our guy here. I really wish... Okay, so good. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. He's Life Orb. So he's, like, super chipped already. Now from here, what do I want to go into? I feel like a Thunderous Double just makes a lot of sense. I think I am going to make the Thunderous Double. I just don't think you give this to me with a Scald here. Like, I just don't think it makes sense. He's going to withdraw. Perfect. Aerial comes out. That's Lele. Interesting. So, if he's leftovers, I honest to God might get Thunderbolt damage off to not let this thing set up. He has leftovers. Thunderous. Lele. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. I really wish I was Sludge Wave for Grass, not right now. Para. Psychic. Good night. It's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good. That means we get Blacephalon for free and we get a Shadow Ball. Which also terrain is up. Hold on. Mwah. Bellissimo. Wonderful. Hold on. Terrain is up. You cannot Ackle Rock me. I think I'm just going to stay in and spam Shadow Ball and break through this goddamn team. He's going to withdraw. Milo Thick. This gets 2 at KO'd, dude. You're burned and Spike is up. It's at least close. I'm going to go for it. I don't have a way of breaking through this thing. He doesn't kill me in 1. I don't let it hit from fucking anything anyways. So we're going to click it. Fuck. Going for it again. I genuinely don't break this thing very well. Once I sack the Thundy to get damage. Death drop. Oh, he's dead. Cool. He can't go into anything either. He's dead like the next time he comes in. I'm pretty sure Urshifu dies from here. I'm faster than Scarf. He could go into the B. But I don't think Vikavolt kills me either. And do I 2-hit KO the Vikavolt? I do 2-hit KO the Vikavolt if it's max HP. I'm clicking this button until the cows come home, bro. So, like, something that comes in also has to take Spike unless it's Lightning Rod, too. He could have... Okay, counting is hard. I think I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. Alright, does Vikavolt kill me with anything? Ooh, it does kill me if it's Modest Thunderbolt. Which is kind of bad. But, like... Oh, that's kind of bad. But, like, if webs go up, I lose this thing's, like, potency anyways. And this gives me that Shadow Ball. Like, ah. I'm gonna do it. And he also has to be modest to kill me. Holy Spadef. What is this shit? He agilities. Okay, he's agility Vika, which means my Spadef D-Knight walls it. Why is that so, why did that do so little? My D-Knight goes crazy, by the way. Like, it is so annoying for their team. With 99. Let's see, Modest Vika does 81 max. I think I have to Roost. God, that's annoying. Okay, so he Roosts. Which means I can Toxic the next turn. There we go. Okay. Real Toxic. Okay, he Agility. Interesting. Oh my god. Hit. Hit. such garbage. I win this 1v1 always because I heal ball and just spam roost. He's +1. He like, dude, it's so ridiculous this shit happening. So ridiculous, dude. I have to hope D-Knight just like can clutch up somehow. Because there's genuinely no out. I get smashed by this now. Para? Like it's just it's so ridiculous, dude. I genuinely cannot believe that happened. I genuinely cannot believe it. Because this shouldn't have ever worked. Like, that shouldn't have ever worked. It was just a bad set of plays, too. Like, I genuinely can't believe that. Like, I just genuinely can't, I don't know what to say, dude. Just overheat in case he chokes. Like, I have to sack 2 months to not lose to this. That's just so ridiculous, dude. I'm sorry, Kurt. Like, I know you're watching. I'm sorry, man. I feel like I outplayed this game so far. But there's just genuinely nothing I can do when it comes to stuff like this. Like, there's no out to things like this happening. I got paired 3 turns in a row. You know? Like, goodness, dude. Because he always just gets 1v1 by that D-Knight. I heal ball and spam roost, and he just... Yeah, man, I don't... There's not much else for me to say. There's not much else for me to say. So, roost. I get up on the spike, which is nice. Damn it, it's almost like this just... Okay, so yeah, if he attacks, he dies. So I have no other play other than I'm just gonna get my 3rd spike if he tries to roost again. I guess. I live because I'm for death. Pretty funny. Maybe I could have done that instead of sack my MEW, but I don't know, man. This Pokemon's useless now, anyways, and MEW is pretty useless in general, unless like if he has any priority at all. So I don't know. I'm not too upset with that because he also could have just spammed roost earlier. Or maybe he would have had more health and it would have been, I don't know. Maybe I didn't optimally play that part, but again, there's quite literally nothing I can do about that. So we'll see if I can pull it back, but ain't that a pitch. What do you have left? We have Lycanroc, Urshifu, Lele, Milo. I mean, maybe I can pull this back with all 3 spikes because he roosted there. Because like the 3 spikes make this very doable. If he goes into Lycanroc, I sack this, right? If he goes into Urshifu, I go Pex. And if he goes into Milotic, he dies. And the moment he goes into... Lele... Yeah, I always go Pex here. The moment he goes into Lele, I think I can win with Blacephalon. Just because I'm Scarf and all these spikes are up. So, that's obviously nice. You know. If he U-turns into Lele, that's fine. I sack my keys, I go into Blacephalon. And I think I spam Shadow Ball. banded. That's banded. I need to save health on this, so we're gonna go ahead and sack our keys now. Oh, the fact that he made that prediction puts me in a really bad spot. Miss? Okay, for him to do that much, he has to be banded. Yeah, like, he has to be Jolly Banned if... Yeah, that's banned. So now I go Blacephalon. And then it comes down to a 50-50. And I have to get the play right. No, because he's going to sack my loading. Fuck. Okay. Where's my loading? He can't have Aqua Jet, though, if he has Surging Strikes and Close Combat, which he definitely has. So if I can get rid of Lycanroc, then my Blacephalon should win. Oh, I would have loved the D-Knight sack in the back, bro. So, it's a matter of me getting this play right. And I think he's gonna... Yeah, I think I have to. If he attacks into me, he dies to Helmet, and I think I win. Like, Helmet plus Life Orb. I'm pretty sure. Because Psychic Fangs will not kill me. I didn't really account for that. Wait, no, that's fine. Wait, no, that's fine. Wait, no, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. Right? Because I'll have enough turns of Psychic Terrain up. And I Sludge Wave here. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think if he was going to make a prediction, he had to predict me coming in. I mean, I just Sludge Wave here. Like, with Terrain up, I don't think it matters. Come on. For Kirby. For Kirby. For Kirby. Come on. Come on. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Right? I Sludge Wave here. Let's see it. Come on. Okay. He withdraws. What are we sacking? Bosco the Bear. We Sludge Wave and we knock it out. And now I think we win. Right? Comes into it now. Do you dive Spike? Oh my gosh, of course not. No, we're good. He can't stall us out. He literally can't. Unless he's Rest. Unless he's Rest Lele. Psychic. Come on, kill me. Okay, I think that's good. I'm pretty sure Blaze wins. I'm pretty sure Blaze wins. We're gonna Shadow Ball. And hopefully end the generation off on a W and get my boy Kurt into playoffs because he's winning it. Come on. Shadow Ball. There just has to be one more turn of terrain.
And I'm pretty sure we counted right. I'm pretty sure there was 3 left when he killed me. That means 2. There should be 1 more turn right here. If he doesn't just die to Spike already. He had to predict. I think he choked. Like, I think he had to attack like a Stone Edge into my Pex or Psychic Fangs. Like, doubling into Lele, I think, threw away the game for him. He doesn't die to Spike. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my gosh, Kurt, if you don't win the league after this abysmal matchup and insane playing by me through hacks, you owe me, I don't know, a firm handshake, some money, a kiss on the lips, something like that, dude. Because that is the game. There is no out. He cannot Accel Rock us. Psychic Terrain is up. It comes back to bite him in the ass, and despite the hacks, despite the Vikavolt cheesing us, we are going to walk away with the win in CGT, ending off our generation on a W with a pretty terrible season, but I'll take the W and putting Kurt into playoffs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really happy we were able to end off on a win, even like on a personal note, much less sending Kurt into playoffs. Like, I love that, obviously, as well. But it means a lot to, like, you know, play spoiler and prove to myself that I can win in these leagues. It's just was a pretty tough season. But Gen 9, trust me, we're coming back and we're killing it. If they do decide to have us back in the CGT. But I had a lot of fun this season despite that. And I think I learned a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.